Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here's your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. In this video, I'll be bringing you up to date on the latest stimulus news and information, including what may happen if Biden's massive infrastructure bill is not passed soon. Everybody, I just hope our politicians in Congress pass a fourth stimulus bill. Our politicians have got to help out the good American people in this country. And if you folks agree with my message, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes.
Well, we had a good hour-and-a-half meeting with the President, the Vice President, and two Democratic leaders. Almost all of the discussion was about infrastructure, and I think I'm safe in saying there is certainly a bipartisan desire to get an outcome. Clearly, Senate Republicans are not interested in revisiting the 2017 tax bill. I think the President and the Vice President understand that.
Everybody, Democratic lawmakers are trying really hard to approve trillions of dollars in a new spending bill to tackle everything from education to housing and even clean energy. The federal government has struggled to quickly translate cash from Congress into actual shovels in the ground. Everybody, President Joe Biden still has to figure out how to spend the money on time, on budget, and with the intended impact. And depending on how all that goes, President Biden can finally restore faith in big government programs. A former Democratic congressman told NBC News, "The American people are asking one question and one question only. Will this infrastructure package work?" And advocates and outside experts say that the Biden administration is well positioned to route money through existing programs, boost state and local governments that have an existing backlog of infrastructure projects, and accelerate clean energy trends. But there are still a lot of details to fill in and many potential hurdles to overcome, even if the money is approved. Everybody, plans to boost access to care for seniors and disabled Americans could conflict with plans to raise pay for caregivers. Billions of dollars to update the electric grid could run into objections from communities who don't want new power lines crossing their territory. One thing can also affect investments in affordable housing, which the White House hopes to address this year. So President Joe Biden has also said that he wants to see a corporate tax rate between 25 and 28%, and that is now a new marker in the ongoing negotiations over how to fund a massive infrastructure bill. During an event, President Biden said, "The way I can pay for this is making sure that the largest companies don't pay zero, and reducing the 2017 corporate tax cut to between 25 and 28%. That's a couple $100 billion, and we can pay for these things." The remarks were the first time Joe Biden has acknowledged that his initial proposal of raising the corporate tax rate to 28%, up from the current 21%, was shifting amid negotiations on the costly infrastructure bill. And Biden's signature domestic policy bill would invest $2 trillion into rebuilding parts of the United States infrastructure, from roads and bridges to expanded broadband. Lawmakers must definitely pass another relief package, and it must increase the Social Security benefits by $200 a month. And if folks agree with me, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Thank you for watching, everybody. Until next time, have a great day and stay safe. I truly appreciate everyone's amazing support.
Airports, broadband, those are the places we could find common ground and work together. The other thing I think America wants to know is that you're not going to wait a decade to build it. I brought up to the President that we need NEPA reform. Most litigated legislation you'll find anywhere. We need to streamline, not wait 10 years. On average, you're getting 7 to 10 years. If we want to be competitive, we have to have things built now. I also took the opportunity to talk to the President about my concerns about the rise in inflation, especially the numbers that we see today. The concern of what has happened where incentivizing people not to work in America. As I've traveled this country, the concern I find from a number of people can't get them back to work. We need to get people back to work, back to school, back to health, and back to normal. I also raised the concern along the border that I want to talk to the President about, having traveled there a few times, of what I'm seeing there. Just if America was able to watch those young girls, one even 11 months old, that had a rancher not found them, would they even be alive today? The sad part is that's not the only story like that. It's day in and day out. And those are places we can work together and should work together to try to solve what is happening there. I'm really concerned what I see from a future of economics of America. We have not seen the inflation month over month like this since the 1970s and 1950s. We've not seen gasoline lines or what we're going to find rationing since Carter wasn't president. Those are things that we should be looking forward, not backwards. And the idea that spending more trillions of dollars into this economy when you have a supply constraint is actually the reverse that you want to do to keep America and make sure we don't have the inflation going. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Well, first of all, the conference will decide, but I don't think anybody is questioning the legitimacy of the presidential election. I think that is all over with. We're sitting here with the president today. So from that point of view, I don't think that's a problem.
Fill in the gaps for us, because the White House has talked about a $2 trillion package, give or take, by raising corporate taxes. Republicans are talking about $500–600 billion on infrastructure, user fees. You don't want to raise corporate taxes. They don't want user fees. There's a lot of zeros and commas in between. How do you come to some sort of middle ground?
Not to negotiate here, but you won't find any Republicans going to go raise taxes. I think that's the worst thing you can do in this economy when you watch inflation. Your gas is going up. Remember, gas price today, national gas price, has not been this high since President Biden was vice president. You're watching food costs go up. You're watching housing costs, lumber costs. There is inflation in everywhere you go. Cars have not moved this high month over month to 10%. So raising taxes would be the biggest mistake you could make. Remember the economy we had when we lowered taxes, the 3.5% unemployment. You had everybody having opportunity regardless of where you were in America. Some of the best employment we have. So that to us is a non-starter. What we walked into the room with, where can we find agreement? And I felt that was productive. I felt all of us as leader and the president, the vice president, sitting down saying, let's first decide what is the definition of infrastructure. If we can all decide that, then we can work on what the need is and what we need to spend. That was productive, and I felt coming out, that's where we were ending up.
Yeah, we're not interested in reopening the 2017 tax bill. We both made that clear to the president. That's our red line. We believe that in February of 2020 we had the best economy we've had in 50 years. We believe that was a major reason for it. And so, from my perspective, this discussion about the way forward on infrastructure will not include revisiting the 2017 tax bill.
You know why you get the question? Because you married a girl from Bakersfield, who is fabulous, by the way. Yes.
We know that
you definitely married up, but go ahead.
I did, yeah. We know that the president spent a lot of time on infrastructure with you guys today. Are you satisfied that he is spending enough time? Because we don't really hear him talking about the border, the crisis in the Middle East, the gas supply issues right now. Is he spending enough time? Is he leading? Are you satisfied with the leadership on those issues?
Look, I thought the meeting today was productive.